Alright, Rob, well, I appreciate you being honest with me. And I appreciate the offer. And, you know, after thinking about it, I am going to continue with the DVD drinking series. But you got to promise me a couple things. Number one, that guy Jazzy Jeff, whoever the fuck he is, he's out. He's done. I don't want him being a part of this show. And, like, this is my Jeff's DVD drinking series. Okay? What's that? Oh! He's getting his old trading card series back. Well, that'll be good for the 3 people that watch that show. Okay. My other request would be no more bullshit with time-traveling robots or green-looking skeleton bodies I'm finding in the living room or any nonsense like that. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Well, otherwise, man, as long as you keep the wine flowing and you keep the time-traveling robots at bay and Jazzy Jeff does his own thing, then I'm ready. Well, let's get it done. Official agreement, Rob? Thank you, dude. Oh, man. Feels great to be back in the illustrious, wonderful game room. Wow, it's just like I remembered. So lovely. So cool. It's just so great! Ah, yes. The game room. Oh, how I have missed you. The game room. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here I am. Jeff. Plain old Jeff. Simple Jeff. Or as many of you know me, wine drinking Jeff. I'm back once again, and this is officially Season 4. Okay, I think this is where credits or intro or something is... hello everyone, and welcome to the official Season 4 opener of Jeff's DVD drinking series. So, moving on with today's episode, I will be showing you guys Cube Zero, of course, 8mm, and the Birdcage. Real quickly, I'll do a little evaluation of each DVD, itself. There's not a whole lot going on with them. One is from Lionsgate, one is from Columbia Pictures, and the other one is from MGM. They're all widescreen. However, 8mm has the option to flip it to widescreen, or I guess full screen would be considered the other one. And actually, I'm wrong. It looks like the the Birdcage is widescreen only. So, yeah, they're pretty simple, pretty basic. Not a whole lot really going on with them. They all look pretty good. Obviously, the lot of features and bonus, things on the Cube Zero DVD. But yeah, oh, and then of course the X-Men DVD. I'll get to that one as well. But I just figured I'd let you guys know, for this first episode, I just was going for a little bit more of just kind of a serious tone to hark back to the early Season 2 episodes, I guess you could say. But expect tons of fun and tons of crazy zaniness this season. Anyhow, getting super off topic, let's check out those DVDs. Alright guys, so as per usual, this is the part of the show that I show the DVD. So this is the Birdcage DVD. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's a little dark. So let's make sure the volume is up, of course. We want it at a reasonable level. Usually 30 is pretty good. Very beautiful. Ah, fuck it. Let's do 40. This is looking great. Alright. Oh, looks like this is one of those films that just starts right up and it skips the menu. I'm a little worried, but let's go ahead and get to the menu. Boom, there it is. That is the Birdcage. And as per usual, shout out to Austin Wilcott. I know this was a really random one. You had left a comment. You're like, okay, that's a really random movie just to pick. And yeah, I love this film. It's really good. It's very funny. It's very memorable. And honestly, I don't remember the menu screen, and it's probably because I just put the movie in and it goes directly to the film, which is great. I think that's super nice. But you want to showcase the menu, you want to showcase your special features. So the fact that it automatically plays, like I said, it's convenient, but it diminishes the point of this being a DVD. If I just want it to go directly to the movie, then I'll just fucking watch the VHS. There's really not a reason, for DVDs to do that. So, anyhow, there's language selections, chapter list. Once again, I've said this before in other DVD drinking series episodes, and I'll say it again. I've heard so many different names for this. It's unbelievable. I'll have to do a video where I just list every single different name. But once again, chapter list, because chapters or chapter is not good enough. Let's see here. There's a theatrical trailer, and that's it. This is pretty bare bones. This is a pretty just straightforward DVD, so I don't have a whole lot to say.
I'm getting married. Oh, it's a girl. I met her at school. It's this wonderful. Are you upset? Let me tell you why.
Don't use that tone to me. Celebration of a dance. You do fussy, fussy, fussy. You do Martha-gram, Martha-gram, Martha-gram. Or Madonna, Madonna, Madonna.
But you keep it all inside.
What does the mother do? She's a housewife.
Oh, I can play it straight.
You take your knife and you smear. Men smear. Smear, that's it. Yeah. Get the pinky down. Right, hold the knife boldly and strength.
I'm doing like this, the toast. Mrs. Keeley, come here and give me.
Okay, so up next is 8mm. So, here we go. Alright, let's see what this one's all about. Boom! It goes right to it. Okay, so no previews, no other screens, just slams you right into it, kind of like it. Okay, so of course there is play movie, languages and audio, subtitles. It's always good. Special features. So there's actually special features on this, so I'll get there in a moment. And of course, scene selections. The classic name that it's usually called is the scene selections. Okay, well, let's check out the special features. All right, so there's, of course, the director's audio commentary. That's kind of cool. Theatrical trailer, of course. A making-of featurette. That's actually pretty fucking awesome. Got to give it credit for that. I do like that. And I love the talent in filmographies section. These are always cool. Oh, man. I always forget that Joaquin Phoenix is in this film. He's fucking phenomenal. This is another really underrated film. I know Nicolas Cage's recent, I guess you could say his recent career hasn't definitely been the most, I guess, productive or even the most popular. But he definitely had some great films in the, early 90s and even in the early 2000s. And then he just kind of started going downhill very, very quickly. But yeah, very cool. And they even have Joel Schumacher's, filmography. So that is pretty cool. Like I said, I mean, unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot to say. I mostly just kind of wanted to show you guys some other DVD menus. This is actually kind of cool because it actually shows actual footage from the, the actual snuff film that you see. And of course, there's Nicolas Cage's face. And I kind of like the superimposed with the eye. It's pretty neat looking. Honestly, it's really not that bad. I've definitely seen worse. Let's take a look at the scene selections. That's pretty cool. So that is... I guess there's only 4. That's weird. Oh, wait, there we go. So, there you go. Pretty neat. Not bad. Honestly, not that bad. It has a lot more than I expected it to have. Alright guys, and then this one is the one I'm the most excited about. Cube Zero, Every Nightmare Has a Beginning. This is the prequel to the horror franchise Cube from the mid-90s, I believe. Early to mid-90s. So, let's check it out. Wow, this is pretty neat. Oh yeah, it's all coming back now. Good old Cube Zero. This is a neat intro, or menu screen, so to speak. See, this is the stuff that I'm looking for. If you're gonna do an intro screen, you know, for crying out loud, do something cool like this. Do something neat like this. You know, make it interactive, make it neat, make it cool. So we got scene selection up here in the right-hand corner. We got setup down below. Of course, extras. Not a different name, of course, for special features. But, hey, man, maybe there's more than just special features. So I kind of like that it's called that. So let's dive on in. Cool, so we got the making, of course, which is awesome. Inside the box, the making of Cube Zero. There's a music video. That's always super cool. Conceptual art. Gotta love that. Oh, okay, and that was only in the beginning that it was a little fuzzy, and then it actually gets, you know, nice and bright. So this is, like, really interesting. I kind of like how it's all, like, fidgety and stuff. It's almost like Windows 98 or something. We got storyboard comparisons. We got trailers. Man, this is crazy. This is pretty nuts. My God, my TV's like going nuts. Alright, enough of that. But anyway, yeah, dude, this is super cool. And I love it. I love this conceptual art. This is, like, super cool. Actually, I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. That might be my... Might be the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 2 does this sometimes. It's, like, really fucking weird. I just remembered. I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. Jesus, what is going on right now? Holy fuck. Alright, well, obviously it doesn't like Cube Zero, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. Okay, guys, so I did promise that I would talk about this special DVD, and obviously I'm going to show said DVD. I should probably talk a little bit about it. So this is the mini DVD, or also known as the mini size disc, and it plays in most DVD players. It says here also plays in full-size DVD players. That's to be seen. Obviously, some of the newer DVD units where you actually insert the disc doesn't quite work with it. It did not work in the PlayStation 4, even though the PlayStation 4 should be able to read it, but it was not able to connect properly. But in DVD players that you insert the disc into it, it would work perfectly fine. So obviously it is significantly smaller than that of a standard DVD, which obviously boasts, you know, taking it on the go and traveling and stuff. However, a disc this big is really not that large. I mean, this was the size of CDs. Now, if they had made CDs this big, that would have been kind of cool, because this obviously is much bigger than a cassette tape. Bet your ass, if I'm going to bring up a cassette tape, I'm going to show a fucking cassette tape. So obviously, it's massively bigger than that. I feel like this probably would have been a cool size to have made CDs, because you're staying with that whole on-the-go kind of thing. Not to mention, the CD players were like fucking massive, and they skipped all the time because of how fucking big they were. But anyway, that was kind of the whole appeal of the mini DVD. Was to be able to travel with these mini DVD players and these mini discs and everything. It's mini and it's tiny and it's good. Oh, it's so tiny. But it did not catch on. However, these suckers caught on. And these suckers are actually still pretty cool. So inside here, now this is just a random mini DVD. There's 2 episodes of X-Men Evolution, the sequel to the 90s television cartoon from the 90s. I actually got this in a Dinosaur Dracula fun pack. I'm not really a fan of X-Men Evolution. It's an okay show. It's one of the better sequel cartoons. I think it's better than the Spider-Man, what was that called? The Ultimate Spider-Man Unlimited. Spider-Man Unlimited! Oh yeah, that show was something else. But anyway, this isn't about that. But inside was this cool little, you know, advertisement I thought you guys would like. So, in the big world of DVD, just got smaller. And they obviously show, you know, the DVD player, the mini DVD player that you can have, and how it could play in the regular size DVD, and it's got a bunch of DVDs on there. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know, mini DVD players sort of became a thing, but they would eventually be destroyed by the cell phone market, because you could pretty much get all this stuff digital on your phone, and cell phone screens are actually bigger than a lot of these. But I give the DVD market credit for trying these gimmicks and doing different things to keep their format alive, because a lot of, you know, history enthusiasts and, you know, technology people that follow all this stuff, you know, technology enthusiasts, they say that DVD was dead before it even hit, you know, hit the shelves, which can be true to some level, because of how much technology changed in the 90s and even into the early 2000s and beyond. But I still think it was pretty cool. They did what they could, you know, but I always found it interesting that, like, VHS kind of was backwards. Like, they started with smaller tapes and then they went to bigger tapes. You know, I wonder if we ever, you know, were to live in a world where, you know, VHS tapes got smaller and continued on in that format. That would have been cool, the way DVDs did. But, so anyhow, guys, that is the mini DVD. Let's check it out. Alright, guys, of course, this is the mini-size disc or mini DVD that I told you I would show you. So, let's check out the DVD menu, of course. Alright. The classic Warner Brothers home video. Alright, so it goes right to the main menu, no previews, no other, you know, weird videos or anything like that. So, it comes with 3 episodes. There is the Hex Factor, Day of Reckoning Part 1, and Day of Reckoning Part 2. I guess I will just randomly start one. Alright, that was an incredible fucking intro. That was awesome. So, not a whole lot going on, but I mean, the DVD is working great. The PlayStation 2 is reading it perfectly fine, and yeah, I mean, I don't really see a whole lot to complain about. You get 3 episodes just like that one, all on one disc. I think it's pretty cool, and like I said before, I just think it's neat that they found a way to, you know, keep DVDs alive and just, you know, come up with new things, you know, whether you think they're gimmicky or silly or, you know, brilliant, but all that aside, it's a solid DVD. It's probably the best of all of them so far. No, I'm just kidding. It's not the best, but it's certainly pretty damn good. Damn, that theme song was cool. So, guys, that is the end of episode 1. Hopefully you found it fun. Hopefully you found it interesting. I just thought I would do something a little different for the first episode and show a bunch of DVDs. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought. Obviously, starting with episode 2 and beyond, it'll be the normal formula of just me reviewing DVDs in my silly, ridiculous fashion. But I figured I'd start, I guess, you know, this episode on a little bit more of a serious note. I guess as serious as the DVD drinking series can get. So, I hope you guys, jeez, like this. And hopefully it wasn't too long. But it is the, you know, episode 1. Episode 1 always tends to be a little bit longer. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the subscribers. Thanks for all of just the new comments and new watchers that I've been getting. It means a lot, and I really appreciate it. So, thank you all. And as always, take care.